Hi guys, it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Hope you are all doing well. Today I am going to share with you, I would say, my fall tray. This first tray, if we can call it that, these are the Middle Eastern perfumes that I really want to dig into, put a dent into the bottle and wear them. These are perfumes. When I first tried them, I thought immediately of fall or transition summer into fall. So I will start. I have 15 perfumes here and I will do another similar video for niche and designer perfumes. All of these perfumes, I already have full reviews of them on the channel, so I will not go very much into a detailed review. I will just give you my lineup. So I will start with Fragrance World Elysia Vanilla. This one, it's inspired by Vanilla 28 from Kayali. These two perfumes are 1-to-1. Elysia Vanilla, this is tonka bean, it's musk, it's amber with nice floral notes piercing through. The next one, it's Tiramisu Coco from Zimaya. Guys, this perfume, it is coffee, amaretto, amber, vanilla, and with a beautiful ice cream note in the middle. The moment I tried this one, it was, I believe, in the spring moving into summer. It is very gourmand. It's a bit of a foodie gourmand fragrance, very yummy, very comforting. So this one, it's my real gourmand choice for the fall. Of course, I will be wearing Cream of Clouds, but I found myself wearing this throughout the summer. I love Cream of Clouds so very much. However, it does not scream fall as much as Tiramisu Coco. The next one that I do have, it's from Arabiyat Prestige. This one is inspired by Maison by the fireplace, but Hypnotic Oud. It's a richer, more beautiful version of the perfume. This is gorgeous. In here we have vanilla, also some amber with a bit of spice. It's a sexy fragrance, an elegant fragrance. It's not very foodie, it's not dense. Hypnotic vanilla, it's perfect for fall. It's very comforting and warming. You know, like the original fragrance by the fireplace. It's the perfect scent for wearing maybe on cooler or rainy fall days. Another one which is on the top of my list, guys, it's this one. It's Nadira from Niche Emarati. I recently reviewed this perfume. I classified it as an original perfume. However, I have seen that this is being touted to be partly inspired by Zirjoff La Capitale. This will be my fall sexy perfume. Nadira is so fabulous, so gorgeous. Ever since I received this perfume, I have not put it down. I will be wearing this now into fall, into winter. It is just a gorgeous, grown-up gourmand fragrance. If you are, getting lost with all of the releases that have come out or are coming out this fall and winter, if there is one perfume that you should get your nose on, it's Nadira. Guys, I wanted to make this channel a little bit more interactive, a bit more fun. Can you list the perfumes that you will have in your fall tray in the description box, in a comment, you know, the perfumes that you are itching to wear this fall. Maybe you got some perfumes like me in the summer. So just list it in the description list so we all can see what perfumes are going around this fall. I think this would be a lot of fun to see if we have the same perfumes, how many we do have in our fall tray. Another fabulous one from Zimaya. This one, it's Wujood. This is an inspiration of, I believe, Rosalindo. I will leave it at the bottom when I am editing this video. I do think it's Rosalindo 05. There are so many inspirations of this perfume, but when I tried Wujood, I stopped with buying inspirations and sampling perfumes. This is a beautiful fall winter gourmand. It has a hint of spice, some woodiness. It's comforting. I find this one to also be very sexy. Gourmand, but with a bite. I see myself wearing this through fall with a cashmere sweater, you know, jeans. This is the type of perfume you can dress it up, dress it down. It is potent, it lasts forever. I absolutely love this fragrance. The next one, it's Paris Oud from Afnan. This perfume does not get the love that it deserves. I tried this, I believe it was last summer, because I did have this in my fall collection last year. And Paris Oud, to smell this perfume, it's to smell, you know, Paris in fall. It's very classic, very elegant. It is not oud in your face. It does have some oud, some woodiness. When Paris Oud is first sprayed, it can seem like the perfume has a bit of a dated feel. It does not list aldehydes in here, but the opening, it comes off a bit that way. I would say Paris Oud has a similar DNA to a lot of the Chanel exclusive fragrances. However, when the perfume really opens, it unfolds, the aldehydic notes that I do get when I first spray it, it's gone. This is a gorgeous perfume to get your nose on. I would not say it's a very young perfume. It's not at all juvenile. It's more of a serious perfume, but it's gorgeous. It reminds me, you know, of fall when you are in France, not necessarily Paris. Maybe if you are in the Burgundy and it's harvest season, you know, and you have the different colors of foliage. It does not get a lot of love. When I first reviewed this, there were quite a few of you who had tried it. I do think also it's not as readily available as other Afnan perfumes. However, this is gorgeous fall, really in a bottle. The next one, it's Khamrah Dukhan. This is my favorite version of Khamrah. I do like Khamrah Kawa in the fall due to the coffee note. However, this is like Khamrah with a bit more structure, a bit more bite, you know. The florals, they do pierce through the spicy and the gourmand notes. Next up, it's Afnan Highness V. Afnan, this is their high-end line, and they do have, I believe, up to Highness 9 or 10. I did get Highness 4 and Highness 5, When I did the reviews, I preferred Highness 4 because this one had, it's vanilla, but it had a sweet jammy note to it. Highness 4, the jammy note, it's not as pronounced as it was when I bought it. You can say this one with maceration, I like it a bit less than I did when it was new because I am not getting, you know, this fruity, sexy jamminess that I did get back then. It's still a beautiful perfume, and I would just like to put this out there. There were a few people who mentioned that the fruity jamminess in this one was too much. After 1 year, you may like it. But the one that I find myself totally in love with, it is Highness 5 because it's such a beautiful, luxurious vanilla perfume. When I reviewed Highness 5 back then, it was classified as an original perfume. When doing this video, I did look again, and it is being said that it is inspired by Mafa from Memo Paris. I did compare the two perfumes, and the difference that I do find is that Mafa, it has a bit more tuberose, the florals are stronger, and also the woody base. You can say there is some inspiration, I would say maybe about 60%. However, Highness 5, it is more vanilla, and the spiciness, this piquant, spicy note in Highness 5, it picks through. It does have a likeness to Memo Paris Mafa, but I see this as its own perfume. I wouldn't call this outright vanilla. It's very sultry. It is a gourmand perfume with structure, with spiciness. It's a beautiful fragrance. The next one I'm going to talk to you guys about, it's an underdog, but this is a phenomenal fragrance. It's from Lattafa. It's called Awaan. It has a fabulous bottle. Awaan is not a new fragrance. I think it's about 3 years old. I purchased Awaan right when I started, you know, getting into these new Arabian perfumes from Dubai. And Awaan blew me away the first time I tried it, and I also felt fall. In Awaan, you have orange, you have spices. It does not list cardamom as a note. However, when I smell Awaan, it has a nice dose of very warming cardamom, and mix with the orange and the florals. It's a spectacular perfume, especially for fall, but fall and winter. I love this to death. It's potent, it lasts. It's the perfect type of perfume on, you can say, a rainy day, or especially when you are leaving fall into summer. You are not knowing what to wear. The weather is strange. It's not cold, but at the same time, you don't have the summer heat. And such a perfume, it's perfectly placed, you know, with the orange, the spices. Also, there is orange blossom in here, so you do have some floral notes piercing through. If you have not tried Awaan, please get your nose on this. I will not really classify it as gourmand. It's bordering on gourmand, but the sandalwood note in here, it's very rich, very fragrant, you know, so it never really becomes, you know, like your typical fall comforting gourmand perfume. The sandalwood and this ghost cardamom note in here, it's what makes this perfume so special. The next one I was thinking this is more, it's a fall perfume, a fall cherry perfume. However, I see this one more as a perfume for fall, moving into winter. It is called Chaos Extrait by French Avenue. When I reviewed this recently, it was being touted to be inspired by Maison Crevelli Qui Infrared. However, I have seen on fragrance websites, it is being touted to be inspired by Kirsch by Headspace. It's a beautiful cherry perfume laid on a base of soft leather. It's not smoky leather, it's just enough to give this some bite. When the fragrance progresses, the cherry note, it becomes deeper. It's more of a deep cherry. It's beautiful. There's some spice. Reason why I find this to be the perfect cherry fragrance for fall. I also have this one here from Maison Alhambra. It's called Philos Shine. It's a bit a similar type of cherry perfume, dark cherry with lots of spice. However, this one, it's a bit more woody, so I will save it for the winter tray. The Heart of Chaos, it's iris. It's a very nice iris note, not powdery iris. So this is a gorgeous perfume. The opening, you know, the opening, it's a bit, when I first sprayed this, I was thinking, oh, what have I done to myself? But when the fragrance unfolds, it's beautiful. When it gets into the dry down, it's absolutely heavenly. The next one is from Volare. It's inspired by Angelique Noir from the Guerlain exclusive collection. And I have reviewed 3 of this line from Volare. They are all inspirations of Guerlain exclusive. This is 1-to-1. It's a fabulous all year round perfume, but it has a bit of spiciness. You have angelica root, caraway seeds, there's cedar in the base. I also see this as a very nice transition perfume from summer into fall, and I cannot wait to spray this Angelique Noir with abandon. It's a gorgeous inspiration, gorgeous perfume. The quality, it's also very good. Next, we have Très Violet from Anfar London. I did do a series of videos. I reviewed 10 perfumes from Anfar London. This was called Très Violet. When I bought it in the spring, I was thinking, this would be a nice violet spring fragrance. It has no violets in here. It's more of a deep floral. This one has a kitchen sink of notes. I am choosing it as a fall fragrance, you know, because it has a bit of darkness to it. It's a bit hard to describe. You have some fruitiness, some floral notes, dates in here, fig, there's rose, there's ambrette, there's coriander, there's mint. It's a concoction, a blend, and it's floral, but there are some gourmand undertones to the perfume. It has a lot of body, and this is more of, to my nose, a fall winter floral. It's sometimes a bit hard to place. You can say it's an all-year perfume. However, I want it this fall. I want to spray it. I want to get to know it. Guys, I also have to change my shelf, you know, and move the fall and winter perfumes into my cabinet. I always dread doing this because it's a lot of work, but I have found when I keep the perfumes here behind me and they are open, as opposed to in my perfume cabinet, I do use them a lot more. So this will be coming up. I will most likely do fall and winter together because now I have more spring, summer. The next one, it's Rose Origami. This one, it's from Maison Alhambra and it's inspired by Cafe Rose, which I do have. I compared the two perfumes. They are not very different. It's a spicy rose and I have chosen this one as one of my rose fragrances for this fall going into winter. I will do niche and department store, so I will most likely have another rose fragrance. This one blew me away, especially the price point on Rose Origami. It's in the €20 price range, and compare this to the original and they are so close. I am in perfume heaven. Honestly, the quality price returns are very high on this one. The next one, it's from French Avenue. It's from their Zodiac horoscope collection. I am Taurus, so I bought this. I love this perfume. When I first sprayed it, I thought it would be a frou-frou perfume because the opening is not the best. This gets me in the dry down. It starts off as a bit of a thin, fresh perfume. When it gets to the dry down, it finally settles. The perfume gains body creaminess, and I placed it in the fall collection because it does become quite warm with a bit of spiciness. I love this to death. And of course, in the fall collection, you do need something which is a bit more, I would say, on the fresher side of things, you know, in case there are very warm or humid fall days. And this will be the perfume that I use. Taurus has clove. It has a beautiful ginger note where you can smell the ginger. There is also amarice wood in here. It's a beautiful fragrance. It does take a bit of time to get to know this perfume. The longer it stays here, the better it is getting. I am smelling this from the atomizer. It is absolute perfume heaven. So this one will go into the fall tray, as you can say, the fall refresher. I waited 2 years for this perfume to come back in stock, and I have been living off samples. Guys, this perfume, it's called Marj, and it is from Ahmed Al-Maghribi. Is it Al-Maghribi? Yes, it is Ahmed Al-Maghribi. This was the first perfume I tried from the brand. And this is the bottle. This is plastic. I thought it would have been all glass. The bottle, you can say it's not what I was expecting. I have to be honest. I'm a little bit disappointed about the bottle, but the perfume, it blew me away the first time I tried it. I did not pick this up because there was too much price gouging. When this perfume was making the rounds, It was over on some websites 150. It is back in stock from the manufacturer, so the normal Middle Eastern websites are getting this, and it is now in the 40 to 60 euro price range depending on which country you are in. I waited almost 2 years to get a full bottle because I refused to be, you can say, cheated, you know. So I have Marj. I can finally spray Marj with abandon, and this is my grand floral for fall. Marj has so many notes. I will not list it. I also have the full review. However, it's a grand floral. The only thing I must say about Marj, it is necessary to be a bit careful when dosing this perfume because it can get loud. This is a floral, but it has a strong woody backbone to it. And there is some white florals. There's everything in here. There's spice. It's a concoction, but it's a beautiful perfume. The opening is a bit much, but when it gets into the dry down, it's a gorgeous floral. The notes that I do appreciate the most in Marj, it's the ambrette note. There's also musk in here, but the ambrette note, it has a bit more presence, you know. I can smell a bit of this nutty properties that you do get from ambrette. It's gorgeous. It was well worth the wait, you know, because I was not too cheap, but I did not want to be made a fool of. Guys, I have one more question. Another perfume from Ahmed Al-Maghribi, which was very popular about 2 years ago. It was called Brulee, and this was touted to be an original perfume. This was also one when you went on eBay, they were charging 200 euros for it. So I did not pick it up back then. The brand was new to me. A lot of the perfumeries do have Ahmed Al-Maghribi back in stock. A lot of the older perfumes are there. They also have Brulee. However, I have noticed the notes look a little bit different, and I am seeing on Fragrantica it is being listed as a new perfume 2025, and it's being said that Ahmed Al-Maghribi Brulee, it's inspired by Altair from Parfums de Mali. So I am not sure what is up with this. Did they keep the name and create another perfume? Are people who are saying this is inspired by Altair are getting it wrong? Please let me know your take on this, because I really was crazy about this perfume and I do not want it to sell out, you know, prior to picking it up. But if it is inspired by Altair, which is a perfume to my nose and on my skin chemistry, it's leaning to masculine, I would not pick it up because I also have liquid brune and I am not wearing it. It's getting a bit better, but it's not a perfume that I reach for, because I thought the Brulee from 2 years ago was inspired by a perfume from, what's his name? TK, Theodorus, Taurus, not sure. I do have a pear perfume from him. He does specialize in gourmand perfumes, and I thought Brulee was inspired by one of his perfumes, not the one called Brulee, but another one. So please let me know if you do have brulee and do you find it to carry a likeness of Altair. This would help me immensely. This is my Middle Eastern lineup. I did not do as much as last year because I do want to get a dent in those perfumes, and I did order the new Shalimar. I did order a fragrance from Carolina Herrera. I also have the Memo Paris coming up. I got one from Yves Saint Laurent. I have found quite a few perfumes in the department store this year that I do like, and you know I have to get my Shalimar every year when it is released. So these reviews are coming up, and a lot of them will be in my fall tray because they are fall perfumes. Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Hope to see you again soon on this channel. Tschüss!